Yes, people, never a foul. You know what it is. Chronicles Monday, 3:30 every single week. Myself and Mo, and you got Ace in the bottom corner as well. Here, live and direct. We're gonna be reviewing the games. I'm gonna rip into Klopp, the absolute fraud, and talk about all the other games. Also, Conte, who's looking a bit fraudish, or is it Tottenham? You know, we always have this conversation pretty much every week. You never know what you're gonna get. And Man United prop, and maybe, just maybe, I might start having to question Guardiola. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, Mo. No,
That's very dangerous.
I'm just
Listen, this
saying.
guy's coming with the heat.
I'm just
This guy's
saying.
coming with the heat.
I'm just saying.
Woo!
Yo, I'm
I
just
wasn't expecting
saying.
that one. I
No,
wasn't
you know what
expecting
it
that
is?
one.
It's not the fact I'm going to question him as a manager, because he is the best manager in the world, and there is no doubt about it. I'm not going to get too gas over one win, right? But, I mean, you're allowed to, even if he is the best, you're allowed to question. Do you know what I mean? I'm allowed to question his lineup. I'm allowed to question some of his decisions. Even City fans,
100%.
you're allowed to question.
100%.
Get it? See, I just reeled you lot in. But before I do that, I'm literally right now going to run the intro. Yeah, we're back. We're back. We're all good, good in the hood. Make sure you're smashing the like button as always. Have to do that. So please get the likes up. 30 of you already in here. Please do so. And do it for my boy Ace, who's like, obviously, as you can hear, sometimes there's a baby crying in the back. Even she can't believe what's going on in the Premier League at the moment.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Are you still like celebrating, Ace?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still celebrating, bro.
Yeah,
This
And the
win is like,
expectations now are here, huh? The expectations now, like,
but
just win from top 4 to like, oh, we can win this fucker.
no. Relax. No.
What do you mean, relax?
I'm not on the boat of we can win. I'm on the boat that we're progressing. I'm happy that we're progressing.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You know it is. No, you know it is, because obviously we've been without the title for so long. No one's expecting us to be how we was right now. Even when the first 2 games, everyone's like, raw, like, this is gonna be exactly the same as last season. But we need to just chill. Like, if we're trying to put pressure on Ten Hag and be like, oh, like, you didn't get the title, you failed. You don't want to put that type of pressure on him. What you gotta do is just basically.
You see that, Ace? It's not a choice, my friend. It's not your choice. Mathematically, I was talking to Ty and then Cass yesterday about it. Mathematically, it's not a choice. You can't just sit here and think, oh, like, we're not in a title race. No, you are. And you are.
Yeah,
you
that's
win.
The thing.
You win against Arsenal, which it's a real test and it's tough.
Yeah.
You go to the Emirates. It's not easy though. But I see both teams well suited to take the 3 points. Like, don't tell me the Arsenal are favorite because they play home. Listen, your form is great. Your players are motivated. Your coach tactically is superior. So you can just win the game. And now you're 6 points. You're in the mix.
Yeah,
definitely. We definitely are in the mix, but I don't want people to be disappointed. Like, oh, we fell short. We fell short because he was going for the title.
No, you're not in that place yet.
He wasn't going for the title. He's not going for the title. He wants the team to progress. He's not actually going for the title. If it happens, it happens. It's not a thing.
It's not pressure.
It's not a thing. Yeah, like,
it's not pressure, but it comes with the territory. Like, Arsenal never.
It does.
But the thing is, though,
Arsenal's different though. Arsenal's different though, bro. Arteta's been there for 3 years, bro.
I get it. But if it's there,
it's a different transition.
But we're Man United. Like, if we want to keep talking about Man United, it's always a different pressure when that manager takes that step to take over Manchester United. When the player wears that shirt, it's a different pressure than putting an Arsenal shirt on or a Tottenham shirt on, respectively. Even I would even say Chelsea shirt, even because the fans get onto them. But it is what it is in my liking. So there is that certain pressure, and I don't think he doesn't. In my eyes, he doesn't need to deliver a trophy this season. But when it's right there to grab, and I'm talking about the domestic trophies,
But
then
there's a lot of fans saying that
no,
they won
no,
the trophy this
I'm not
year.
being
There's
funny.
a
If
lot
we
of
don't
fans,
win,
bro.
if I get it, but I'm level-headed at the same time. I'm giddy, I'm shameless, whatever you want to call it. But if Man United do not win that Carabao Cup, that is shambolic.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, that's why we
Not
have to win.
really, because I
Don't
think
say Newcastle.
Newcastle are
No, no, no,
still
no, no, no.
a
Let's not
very
do
good
this.
contender for you.
No, bro.
No. You don't give me
Newcastle
that.
haven't played good for
I would
about
say.
3
I
games.
would say.
I'm not trying to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
It's a
Newcastle.
50-50. It's a 50-50, Cass.
Nah,
It's a 50.
Yeah, if
You
no,
we
it's
wanna?
can
not.
get to
No,
the
I know
final,
you
no,
don't
obviously
no.
it's
wanna
50
believe it. I know,
A
Cass.
final is
Because
50.
they are in a better place
I'm
than
not trying to
you.
hear it.
Newcastle are in a better place than you for one reason. They have been in this form now for over a
No,
year. You
no,
have been in
let's
this good form for over the last like 5-6 months, and that's so
no, but why
they
you're
are more
doing what
stable
you're
than
doing
you.
what pundits do though, bro. Like you're doing what they done for Leeds and stuff. You're bigging up all the pretty football, but it's not going nowhere. Don't get me wrong. Newcastle doing
What do
sick.
you mean it's not going nowhere?
Leeds pretty football. You know the Leeds pretty football they used to do under Bielsa. They used to get so
Yeah.
many props,
Yeah,
so
but
many
this is
props.
going somewhere.
No,
They are the
no,
third best
but
team in the
no,
country in the
but
last
Newcastle,
year.
yes, they have a good defense. Don't get me wrong, but they're not blitzing anyone off the park at the moment. Against Fulham, they were lucky to get points there. Who was our last Premier League game, by the way? Lucky to get points off there. I swear it was another last minute winner. Like, don't get me wrong.
Was it a draw?
I can't remember, man. But
Yes, they had two draws
but
in a
when we go
row.
with
They had
when
two
we
draws in a
haven't
row.
lost in how many games? We've had like 10 successive wins in
But
all
man, they lost to
competitions.
one game
No,
this year.
bro.
They were
No.
robbed against
I'm not
Liverpool, my
you're not
friend.
trying to make me get pressured off a team that's
I'm not
overperforming,
trying to
Mo.
make you anything, Cass.
No, but Man United should be
I'm
beating
talking facts.
in
You're talking
in a
feelings. I'm
final.
talking facts,
We've
my
won more
friend.
trophies than Newcastle. They had that team, that squad. A lot of their players haven't even been in any final whatsoever.
You
So
know what?
the
I don't
pressure
even
is
think
on
they're
Man
gonna
United
beat
to win it.
Southampton, bro. I
Huh?
don't think they're gonna
That's
beat
what I
Southampton.
said. No one thought Southampton gonna think we're gonna run it back 2015.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's United and Southampton still. I think it's gonna be that final.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say it's 50-50 in that final. I think Man United got the better quality of players. They got the better manager as well. Yes, Newcastle in good form, of course, for Newcastle. But at the same time, Man United are levels above them, bro. Like levels above them in terms of quality and even on form. And I get it, we're playing a lot more thing, but they don't have no Casemiro in there. They don't have like Rashford. There's expectation for us to win. Let's not go and like Newcastle, this savior team, that are going to go and take the league by storm, because they're not. But they are taking the league by storm into the top 4 race. But in trophy, this is their best time to win one. And frankly, I'm not scared of them. I'm not.
And also, they
Yes, you are.
was
I'm
it
not.
Gomares, he came. What, he injured
Tomorrow
as well.
that's a big blow. Big blow for them. Big
Woo!
blow.
That's a massive blow. I heard that he left the stadium with crutches.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a
he
big
was
blow for
crying,
them.
but then that means he's probably gonna. If you're on crutches, you're out for a month or two. And I'm meant to be.
More.
More than that, bro.
I'm meant to be scared of a Sean Longstaff. I don't want to hear it. Allow it, man. Allow it.
Sure. What's the other guy there?
Wait, his
He
brother.
used to play for Liverpool. No, he used to play for Liverpool as well. What's his name?
What's his name?
In midfield.
The
no.
midfielder. Willock.
No,
Willock.
No, he used to
Willock.
play for Arsenal.
Linton.
What's his name again?
Longstaff.
John Joe Shelby.
What?
Shelby.
Oh,
that's
John
the one.
Shelby's injured. John Shelby's injured for a
He's
long
all-
time.
he's
He hasn't
injured,
played
yeah?
for a while.
That guy's always injured.
Yeah, he
I'm
hasn't
gonna
played for a while.
go through some of the comments, guys. Make sure you like the video, please. Like, quickly take a couple seconds just to do that underneath your phones. Over 50, 60 of you coming in here right now. So I'm gonna big up everyone that's in here. I can't get it all the way up. Big up Mike Kremen. It says big up Mo, big up Cass in the building. I'm gonna show you a comment right now. There we go. And then also Pablo in the building with Daniel. Ed says someone get Cass a liar because bro is on smoke. Pablo says beat Arsenal and you're there, simple. This is what I'm saying. Mathematically, it's all there. Big up Wayne. He says yes. Big up Cass in the panel. Love to see it. Wayne, how you doing, my friend? Ahmed says Emirates is a fortress nowadays. Party is present. Odegaard is in form of his life. Arteta wants to extend the gap. United are getting smoked next Sunday, as he states. Cass, United should be worrying about overtaking Newcastle instead of closing the gap on Arsenal with 9 points. No, bro, because I'm not looking what's like. We got a game in hand against Newcastle, right? So we can go 3 points clear. Like it's as easy as that. It's on Wednesday against Crystal Palace. I'm not bothered even if we was to draw that game. I know facts, they're not finishing above us at the end of the season. It's as simple as that, man. Especially now Bruno Gomes have that same energy, man. We've had no striker for most of the season and pretty much same as them. So we're in the same boat slightly. What's it called? Ed Leeds never did pretty football. They were just willing to attack even if the opposition bagged 3-4 goals against them. Capo says, Cash, you're going to be scared of Joe Linton. What for? What for? Pyramid scheme, big up yourself says, I smell haters, haters, shitty, is that you? Haters, Liverpool's, is that you? And more haters with laughing emoji faces. But oh yeah,
Listen,
oh Sid,
I wanna talk a little bit about the game itself, United, because listen, Ace, I wanna tell you something that I
Are
keep
we
saying
starting
to
off
all Man
with?
United fans,
We
Man United fans. In short, the better team won. A win is a win. The decision changed the course of the game, but I felt like Man United were a superior team tactically. And me and Cass were talking about it earlier this morning on the video we released that you can leave the ball to the opposition, but you still can be dominating the game, putting the opposition in the places that you want. And so for me, is it whose fault is it? It's Pep, but also it's the genius Ten Hag who read everything that Pep wanted to do. And this is in short what I thought about the game and about the decision. The decision is a decision. If I talk about the decision, and I reminded people last season, Man City won the title by 1 point. And there is a decision during the league. It was blatant. The handball against Wolves against
Everton.
and against Wolves, the handball against Wolves, they remember, and Rodri handball that wasn't given,
Yep.
and they won the league. So decisions go your way, and the referees in the game interpreted that Rashford didn't interfere.
mm,
Wrong decision, yes, but again, it happens during football, and it was 1-1 at that point. It wasn't like you lost the game. It's like it
Yeah.
was 1-1. City could have won and scored, but I know they took the wind out of them with that decision. But Man United, the better team, won. Man United, it's better for the league that Man United win this game just because to close the gap and to have a four, let's call it horse race, 4 horse title race. So for me, the better team won. I'm not sure. I know you're a Man United fan, but did you really feel like you were superior during the game?
100%. I didn't feel scared at all. Like I wasn't nervous. Like the first game, I was nervous. I was like, "Shit, this is gonna be. I don't know what type of scoreline it's gonna be." But this one, I knew it was gonna be a close game. I knew it weren't gonna be the same. Like Ten Hag is like, he's obsessed with working. Like he's so obsessed. I knew he read Pep. Pep doesn't change. Pep doesn't change anything. He won't change anything. He'll keep his same philosophy and just play
mm,
how he plays.
yeah,
Ten Hag
exactly.
is Ten Hag is playing against you. He will counteract everything you're gonna do. So even against the game against Arsenal, it's not gonna be the same game at Old Trafford. It's gonna be a different game. He's gonna be watching the game all over again. He's gonna be watching the last game. He's gonna watch the Arsenal game. He's obsessed. He's
Yeah,
really
he's an
obsessed.
obsessed manager. See, my review of
And
it
that,
is like we was definitely better than them in the first half for pretty much all of it. Like I can't lie, I don't think there was a spell where I felt. Actually, to be fair, I think that maybe between 5 and 10 minutes they turned on the gas a little bit more. But then it kind of fell off, kind of thing. The brain was non-existent, clearly. But with that whole Man United, when I was just watching it, I was just looking at the shape all the time. Casemiro, like shutting off the middle of the park yet again. It reminded me of Wolves. You know the game against Wolves. They just couldn't do
yeah,
nothing through the middle. The Ruben Neves balls that you think you could pop over the middle, over the top of the defenders weren't there.
what happening?
I could you could say Rodri and a couple of them could have put Haaland in maybe, like because he did make a couple decent runs but
Yeah,
couldn't
he
find
did.
them
Yeah,
enough.
he did.
So that was again, but who knows what defender might have dealt with that, right? I just think at the moment, look, with City and everything that's going on, you have to question Pep's decision sometimes. I think the Jack Grealish bringing him on, I thought he was going to start the game. I thought it was.
I
I
thought he
thought,
was as
but he
well.
made the correct decision to bring him on. But then it's like they went 1-0 up, but they done the City thing. They tried to go for number two, number three, just to shut the game. And to be fair, if they would have pretty much think, you know what, there's 20 minutes left. That kid's just come on. Garnacho,
Yeah,
he's going to be direct. What's the one thing that you're gonna not want? You don't want balls going in behind your defense. You might as well play a low block or something. Let's see out the game. We're not
yeah.
exactly playing pretty exactly. So I don't know. Like there are questions over Pep, and I think it's rightfully you're allowed to
So
question Pep's decisions sometimes. Maybe even
I'm
to the
not having this. I'm not having this. The City fans telling me that, oh my God, I trust my manager. I don't ask questions. Listen, the best managers in the world, they get asked questions when they choose wrong. He's not God. I'm sorry. He makes
You have
mistakes.
to.
And he made a mistake against Southampton tactically. He made a mistake against Man United and he recovered the second half. And even after he scored the goal, he left a lot of spaces behind his midfield. So he makes mistakes. Yes, he won the Premier League many times, but we need to ask him questions. And I said it before many times. This guy in the last decade is clear of everybody else. Even I know Ancelotti won the Champions League and stuff, but nobody makes players better. Nobody creates a better system than him. And he has done it for the last 10 years now with Bayern, and forget Barcelona, with Bayern and with Man City, dominated leagues and stuff.
Perfect.
But also I can ask him questions. I can.
Easily. Of course you can. He's human.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
Thank
it.
you so
That's it.
much. He is human.
People forget. It's like people think these people are just robots. They're human, man. People make mistakes. You know.
Man City fans won't take any criticism. I see you guys in the comments. They won't take any criticism to Pep Guardiola, as he never makes mistakes. Never.
Of course he makes mistakes, man. Like anything. Guys, make sure you're running the likes up. You know, there's a poll in there.
Smash the like.
It's on
Smash
my
the
list,
like.
man.
Go make a YouTube profile or something like that and come back. Make sure you subscribe, man, because honestly, 61 likes. Let's get this to 150 today. It'll be nice if there's 60 already when it's not even 20 minutes in. But yeah, man, Mo, I don't think you really said anything wrong there. But rather than saying all the stuff that's wrong with City at the moment, I'm gonna start talking about anything that's going right at the moment at Man United. And it's just pure that there's I think Daps was the first person to probably say this, to be fair, like out of rival fans, rather than calling him, what's it called, Eric 10 months or, 6 hog, 5 hog and all that. He said you should hear the way he's talking in the interviews. This guy's not here to mess about. He's not here to play games, clearly as day. Look, Eric Ten Hag has made some massive decisions. Massive. And when let me run them through for you guys as well, yeah. Ace, just chip in whenever you want, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
First decision that he had to make over the summer. No, it was dealing with the Ronaldo situation. Done that, dealt with it, got sorted. That was the first big one, right? Pause. Then he had to deal with the Harry Maguire situation. Captain, this, that, and the other 80 million defender, dropped him. That was another one that worked out. Cool. Second one, Ronaldo again, walking off the pitch, dealt with that sensationally. Done. That's out. That's out the window. In some of the big games, questionable certain lineups, thinking what's going on. Scott McTominay, the belief, coming back off the, he said he learned his lesson from the Pep beating. Hasn't lost one game, and that was against Aston Villa. Do you know what I mean? That's another big decisions. And I would like to think, playing Luke Shaw at left centre-back, another big decision. Who on earth thought? It's like Joe Linton going back to centre mid. It's like, who the hell thought that was ever going to work? It just works. In the back four as well, Luke Shaw looks comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Another big decision to play over Maguire. And you know what's mad? I think a lot of people can actually say, like, it's not in the fact that Luke Shaw went there. It's the fact that he dropped Martinez, to start Luke Shaw in that game. And then now it's like with the favour of Wan-Bissaka all of a sudden, he's made that big decision to either sell him or keep him. And at the moment, he's looking like he's going to keep him. Do you get what I mean? So all these big decisions are just going in favour, and he just knows what he's doing. That's the perfect way to sum up Eric Ten Hag. He just knows what he's doing. And it's easy as that. 100%. He's running from top to bottom. As you said, what has you been saying since the start of the show?
He's obsessed, man.
Exactly.
He's obsessed. He literally knows what he wants to do, he knows who will fit the system at that given time. He knows. He just knows. Like he's just really obsessed, man. Even like going back to like the summertime when everyone's like, oh, Harry Maguire, he's gonna be captain. He's gonna be captain. And he's like, Harry Maguire's my captain. Everyone's like, oh no, he's gonna start. He's gonna start.
He's a false captain.
That's what I'm saying. But obviously, the first 2 games he started, so everyone's thinking, shit, man, this is gonna be exactly the same as last year. And then after that, dropped him for like what 8-9 games or some shit like that. And then that's when everyone's like, okay, I see what's going on now. And then obviously we were winning and stayed winning. But even going back to the game as well, I didn't think he was going to start Malacia because obviously the first game, Malacia
same. I thought that as well.
Roasted, like the first game he got roasted, but he didn't give Morris the chance to turn.
Yeah, he didn't really
one time. Obviously, Morris got I think there was De Bruyne.
I think there was that split, yeah, when De Bruyne got in between and he didn't get the Jack Grealish.
That's the only time that little split. But other than that, he was aggressive.
Fred was great. Fred was fantastic. Casemiro, I thought Casemiro controlled everything in the game. You know what? I see Daps in the comments keep talking about me not questioning Conte and shit. Listen, man, I said Conte should get sacked. But anyway, that's what City fans do. You know what I mean? They get upset once you criticize their club. You know what I mean?
Last question for you then, Mo. Let me ask you then, Mo. Last question for anyone that's in here. Big up yourselves. Nearly on 100 likes already, 115 of you. I'm going to go through a couple of your comments a little bit later, so just bear with us. All right, Mo. My question for you, even actually, you know what? Even guys, if you show up a good comment, I'm gonna bring it up. How does Manchester City turn this around from being 8 point? Look, Man City will they. You know, all I can say, they haven't come out of first gear yet, and that's the scary part. Because if they just notch it up a couple gears, that's it. I'm sorry, that 10 league winning run. When you put a lion or a dog or whatever into its corner and it's got nothing on its way out, instincts kick in. Do you agree with that, Mo?
Listen, Kevin De Bruyne said that Erling Haaland is still learning the way we play. Him scoring all these goals is great. The goals are going to be fantastic and everything, but also the team is still learning how to play with him. And you see, Kevin De Bruyne said that. So they are still like second gear, as you said. I think Man City still. Listen, if Man City win against Arsenal one game, and you ask me who to pick to win the league, I'll still say City. I 100% say Man City because I trust Pep Guardiola to get it right. You know what I mean? To get it right in 10, 12 games in a row. So, yes,
Mm.
they're only in second gear, but I think the squad is superior to a lot of people. I think he is trying so hard to make it work. It's working with Holland, yes, but the problem with City, and that's what I said, it works in 95% of the games, but when it doesn't work, it doesn't look pretty. They were dominant. I said with you earlier, 20 minutes dominance is not enough. City normally, what I see Man City do, they stamp their authority on games from the first minute to the last minute, but they don't do that. Not all the games, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, I think maybe, you know what, City scored over 100 goals with a false nine when Foden was playing there or Jesus was playing there. Maybe they shouldn't have got a proper number nine. Maybe not. Like, do you know what I mean? Maybe they should have went back to that. Julian Alvarez is your perfect man up there up front if you want to play the way City want to play. Well, Pep, I think, but Haaland is a great option. You can't deny it. But I think they just lack wingers, like proper direct wingers now. Like it's too predictable. But I think their false nine system was clean, very clean. Like Julian Alvarez in that top role offers you more control. I think that's more clean. They just need direct wingers in behind, and I don't think Grealish really suits it. But I'm seeing a different kind of Grealish kind of forming up now, and I gave him props on the terrace, right? Like I said, I think when we was doing the lineup, who was the best, like
I thought
front
you were very
three,
soft, Cass, and I
No,
said that in the
Man
comments.
United, and Man
You're very
City.
soft. You are
No,
flirting with Man City
no,
fans.
I'm
You're
not. I
flirting with
like
Man
Jack
City
Grealish,
fans.
and I've seen him play and do
I know you like
things.
him, but
He come on and he scored straight away again. So if he just come off the bench against
oh, he
Chelsea,
was good this
no,
game.
no,
But
no,
I thought
no,
that
Chelsea,
he
he
was
came
good
on.
this game,
No, no, no.
Cass.
He's been
Just
good
this
most
game.
games this season though. He's come off the bench against
No,
Chelsea, got an
he
assist.
has.
He
He's
come
been
off the
good
bench, got
games.
an assist.
Listen,
He scored
guys,
a couple
good
goals
for
before.
Pep is different than what we see. Good
I
holding the
think
ball and
I
everything.
think nah,
I
man.
think him selling Sterling, him selling Jesus. I thought that Pep
I
Guardiola,
I
Jack
disagree.
Grealish was gonna step it up even more than this.
No, what do you mean?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm
He's
sorry.
the
That I Mo. I'm sorry, but you are like most people do.
I have an yes.
You have a massive
I
agenda,
think
bro.
that Jack Grealish should do more for 100 million.
No,
He should do
yeah,
Yeah,
more.
he
but
should. He
Okay,
should.
that's it.
maybe you should. But I think he's been quite good. To be
But
fair,
this season he has been alright.
he's
He has
actually
been.
been good. But
But
he
all
goes
right,
under
you
the
see the word
radar.
you used, Ace. He has been all right for 100 million. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you know
He
what I
should be
mean?
No,
It's a
spectacular.
good. Accept it. Accept
I
it.
agree with this one. No, sorry, not Adam. Asim Hussein says, "What do I think City needs to do?" My last point, just to end it on there for you guys. I think they just need to get another signing and maybe make a statement January signing. Go get a proper right winger, man, a direct guy that's gonna run at you, or I don't know. Go get your Rafael. Go get Cavaradonna or something like that from Napoli. I don't know. He's not going to go nowhere, but it will cost a mega fee. Go get somebody, just somebody, and I just think they just need another option on the flanks, and that's all I have to say on City. Really, I think they just need to. I don't think Pep can. He usually does this thing. I think Daps alerted me to it. Right? They just don't make January signings because he's like, I'm happy with the squad kind of thing. Do you know what I
Yeah, they
mean?
don't.
I
Yeah,
think
they
I
don't.
think this is the correct one. I think they just need to go out there and spend a bit more money on just one more player, maybe two, but one for sure. Moving on though, Mo man. Let's talk on Arsenal. We have to talk on the Arsenal game because I'm gonna absolute talk some shit on Tottenham. So if you wanna start on there,
Can I say my piece? Can I say my
of
piece?
course, of course.
Okay, Antonio Conte should get sacked. If these
Whew.
people want to save the club, he should get sacked. Listen, what I
Whew.
saw yesterday is a team that came home. They're playing home. They're absolutely atrocious. And I was doing the game like they start 5 minutes, and he was absolutely shit. Shit. Like he was out tactics by Arteta in every aspect of the game, on the pitch, positions, right?
Mm,
Tactics in terms of like where to have the ball. His players are not marking. They were second best in every single tackle. They were second best. They were second to every. Cass, you played football. I'm not sure you guys played
mm,
football, but when you're second to every second ball, like the rebound and everything, they were second. Sorry, this fell behind. Something fell behind me, but it is. They were second to every ball, and that's down to the coaching staff.
mm,
So it's not looking good for them. And their target with the money they spent, Richarlison, Bissouma, getting Antonio Conte, is a high paid coach, Romero last year. They should at least be top four. And it doesn't look like they are on course to do that. It looks like they're
mm.
dropping down, down, down. Listen, I think someone said they only got 18 points from the last 11 games. This is terrible
Oh,
form. This is absolutely mid table form.
yeah, look. Oh, Ace. Ace. Is he here? Or is he left?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. What do you make of Arsenal? And you know what? Before we move on to Arsenal, what do you even make of Tottenham? Like currently this season, because they're just baffling. The league position
Tottenham's
for
been
me,
like this,
the league position
bro.
just baffles me.
Bro, Tottenham's been like this since Mourinho, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same, bro. Like the way they play, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, bro. There's
Mm.
literally nothing has changed. The way they're set up is exactly the same when Mourinho's there. It's
Yeah,
exactly the
yeah,
same.
yeah. Of
Two
course.
holding, three at back or whatever they're playing, but it's just literally step off them, step off obviously their opponent and just wait.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
wait for
yeah.
them.
Of course.
Arsenal literally just bored them from minute 1 to 90. It was ridiculous. I'm there thinking, oh, hopefully they get a draw.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
when
I
I
was.
s-
That's what I was kind of ideally I was looking
like I
for.
knew they weren't going to win because I just the way Tottenham's been playing under Conte has been shit. So I was thinking, just get a draw at least. Just get a draw.
So
Mm.
next three games, Cass, Ace, next three games, two City, one Fulham away. If they don't get
Oh
points, what happens?
But
shit!
who's got that?
They do.
Yo.
Spurs. They
Who?
got two City games
Spurs.
in between Fulham away.
Oh, I need to get some comments. All right, guys, get your comments in, please. Get your comments in.
Wait, so they're playing
So
City
does he get
twice at home?
sacked? Does it?
What?
Does
No,
Conte
no,
get
no.
sacked?
He
If Conte
plays. He
loses the
plays
next three
City. He
games,
plays City away, then Fulham away. I think they lose both games,
oh wait,
and
did they
then
have an FA Cup?
he
Who
plays
they have?
City at
Who they got
home.
in the FA Cup?
They got
Preston North
Preston,
End.
which is in the
If
middle,
they lose
but that
against
doesn't
City
matter.
twice, regardless,
Oh,
City
so they're
twice.
playing. So they're playing City back to back.
Yeah, so they got
No, no,
City.
no. With Fulham in the middle.
Yeah,
Fulham in the
City,
Yeah, but
middle.
they're playing
Fulham,
City
City. Yeah,
quite
yeah,
quick, right?
yeah. So you know the game that got cancelled and removed. That
Ah,
one.
that
That's the
one.
one. That's the one. I need to know what guys think. Should Conte get sacked? That is the best question to
Because
put it
listen,
towards.
Cass, his contract runs at the end of the year. So if you sack him now, what are you losing?
Yeah.
Or do you think the board thinks that let's see where he ends? Listen, down, it's the trajectory is going down. If it's not working, it's not working, and it's not working. And it doesn't
But
look like someone like Son, someone like some players are not playing for him, and
Yeah,
I don't
Son.
think
I
they
don't know what's
are.
happened to Son, but if he wants to
Uh,
continue with his form,
he looked.
bring him to the theater of dreams. We need another direct option somewhere. We could do with that.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he wants to be there. But going back to Conte, a
Ooh,
lot of United fans
Huey.
wanted him.
Bro, got blood on their hands.
Listen, he would have worked.
Blood on their hands.
A
Again,
lot
I'm
of
gonna back
United
Conte
fans
based on
wanted
experience.
him.
Based on experience, Ace. It worked with him everywhere.
Yeah,
It looks like
For
it's the
me,
club.
I didn't want him. He was just another
Yeah,
Mourinho for me.
yeah,
of
but
course.
no. It's not that. But maybe you think that, but he brings wins. But you got the good coach, right?
Should,
You
to,
got the
to
progressive
be
coach.
to be fair, Mo, to give him some credit, if he was able to spend 250 million at Man United through the summer, right? How would the team actually look though? We don't know because he would have a lot more money and a lot more better players to have at disposal. But could he have got the
He
better?
spent money.
Could he have got his? No, but I'm saying at Man United, it's different, bro. Don't compare Man United and Tottenham. Could he have got the
Oh
best?
no,
Who's
no,
he?
you're
But who did he
talking about
get
Man
though?
United. He would
Yeah,
have.
he would
But
have got.
again, you said Man United they have better squad. That's what you wanted to say. And also, your signing
I'm
are
not. I'm not
more
backing
on
Conte, by the way.
point.
I never wanted him. I'm just trying to throw the
But
devil's
on
advocate. Do you get
point,
what I
your
mean?
signings are on point. Casemiro on point. Martinez on point. Anthony, so. But how many goals he scored? He scored 4 in the last 5 games. So what else do you need? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'd rather him play. I'd rather him score goals for us to win
Yeah.
Can play better.
Then seeing bloody run past people and do nothing with it. So
Yeah, of course.
people can complain. People can complain about, oh yeah, like he's not
Shoot.
taking on his man and stuff, but he's scoring
Yeah,
goals. Just like
exactly,
Saka, he's
exactly.
scoring goals.
Yeah, exactly. I
If
got.
if
So
if
so
if, Sa- if Saka was just literally just running past his players and not getting no assists or goals, people would be like,
Mm.
oh, all he does is just run past players. They ain't gonna be happy with
what?
it because he's not.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing. You know, the results matter, innit?
Yeah, I was gonna
On
say,
the
I
opposition,
was gonna say, I
go.
saw Huey, big up Huey, by the way, the 1894. Please go make sure you check out Huey. He's on Big Six tonight as well. So big up himself, and obviously you can see Daps tomorrow, Big Six Extra. So two massive, well, the only City content creators around, really, innit? but um, but yeah, he says we ain't beaten Spurs twice. Social Join says stupid move. Just do the decision in the summer about Conte. John Anderson says ask questions of all the players, all the managers. Facts. Peps isn't himself lately. He needs to not overthink it. Then Daniel, big up himself, one of our members, 2 months today, says Tottenham is crap, but not against us. Yeah, Tottenham have fared, but this look, Arsenal went to their gaff and smacked them 2-0, and it was not like it was a comfortable 2-0.
It was
It's
comfortable.
things change all the time. Mike Crammond says Conte will walk before being sacked. I agree with that one. I agree with Gaz Elliott says Moyes to Liverpool. Can you imagine an ex-Man United and Everton manager managing Liverpool? I love that comment. I love that comment.
Mate, he won't last. He won't last.
But I think,
There's no way.
guys, 5 away from 100 likes. We want 150 likes. Please take 2 seconds of your time. If you get it to 150,
people.
Perfect.
it would be lovely. Do you get what I mean? Because you know what? This Sunday, this Saturday, this week alone,
It is D-Day.
you know what I mean? It's D-Day. It's coming on. But I think we need to.
The last
We need
time.
we need
Listen,
we need to throw some.
before
We need to throw.
go to Arsenal. I want to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
to
That's what I was gonna say.
Arsenal.
We need to talk on
The
Arsenal now.
last time Arsenal won away in the North London Derby was 2014. It's 2023. But
That's
that proves
crazy.
this Arsenal is different gravy. You know what I mean? Like what I saw yesterday, they came to the game. Like when you watch a game and it looks like the team is not even trying hard.
Mm.
It's easy. You know
You
what I
know
mean?
what?
Like we know, like you know what I mean? We saw this game yesterday. We know what to do and we know it's gonna work, and it worked. Perfect.
Mm.
It worked. And also Hugo Lloris is shit, but
Oh my God! Let's not talk about that.
Bro, that's the worst keeper in
Let
the
let
league. I'm telling you.
let's just talk about not how shit Lloris was, but just how good Arsenal was. Because I think we'll be doing them a disservice. Even I hate doing this, like talking good about Arsenal, bro. But it comes with the territory, man. As a content creator, right? You have to do it. They look
Yeah, man.
at the moment. They just look
They look good.
no. They look flawless, bro. They look flawless. Like
Mhm.
I'm genuinely trying to pick one point out in any situation where they looks like there might be a weak side of it. Like they got a left back who can control stuff from left back, like and keep it moving, just like at City, right? They got another left back who is a bit different. You can play a different style there. They got right backs who just anchor it, but they're still getting forward. Weird one, right? The midfield is great at the moment. They got captains everywhere, national captains all over the pitch. They're not world class players. The only world class player for me in there is Thomas Partey. Until they do it, win the Prem, get some records going, do it in the Champions League, look comfortable, then I'll start calling them all world class players. Because that's what. Well, right now, in terms of form, they are all looking world class on form, and it's just
Definitely.
I just don't know how, in any way, shape, or form that they're gonna. I don't know where they got City soon, but I'm gonna favour Arsenal for that game at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's the tides are turning. Something's happening. They got a young squad and they all love that manager. They're all playing for that manager. Whatever happened to Ramsdale yesterday with that Tottenham fan, absolute total dickhead, right? Come off the stands with people don't know and kicked him, and then he ran back up the
Yeah,
stands.
he's
Serious
an
didn't do
idiot.
nothing, and yet they
I
still
don't know
come.
why he ran.
And then
He put him
Arteta.
on
and what
the
is
bench,
wrong
but
with
he-
Richarlison? What is this guy touched in the head or something?
I
Richarlison? What,
I
like,
don't
what
know,
is
but
he?
I like
Anger issues or something?
No, because Martinelli, whatever he did, he wound him up trying to shake his hand. It was funny, but Arsenal are just great at the moment, and I just don't see where they get beat after Sunday when they get beat. But other than that, it's still going to be 5 points clear if it comes down to it. Still going to be like 5 points clear.
Did you just say after they just get beat, they get beat?
Yeah, well,
On
yeah, when
Sunday?
Man
Did
United
you
are going to
just
beat
say
them
that?
on Sunday, bro. Things
Okay.
change,
when
G.
is Tottenham and Man City playing?
Thursday.
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 Yeah. Then they got Wolves on the weekend. Wait. So what do you, Ace? What do you make of Arteta at the moment?
He's been able to actually get his philosophy over. Like it's the same. It's roughly the same squad, bar who Saliba,
Mm,
Zinchenko.
mm,
Other than that, it's really the same squad. So he's been working with the same team for a while, for like
mm.
3 years now. So obviously, the first couple seasons, he's obviously tried to implement his style, but the guys obviously they just couldn't do it. They couldn't get around the pitch as quick enough and stuff like that. So, but now they've literally just been working hard. They've been working hard, man. They've done well. I can't lie.
Yeah, Ramsdale should
It's
be number one. I
it's
see it.
annoying for me. It's annoying for me to actually say that they're doing good, but you just got to say how it is, isn't it? That
Yeah,
they're doing well, man.
Ramsdale
They're
should
doing
definitely
better
be
than
number
you,
one.
aren't they? Much
Yeah,
better.
but the thing is, we're the only ones that beat them. So
Yo, and Olu says with a
Yeah.
super chat here, he says, "LOL, remember the Gabriel Bozo propaganda? It wasn't propaganda. It's true. Like,
also,
it's true.
also,
He's still got it, but
Listen, you
most
can
defenders do.
change. That's what I want to
also though,
say. Like Luke Shaw had, and
He's
I
young.
want. I'm sorry,
Go
I'm gonna
on.
just say that. Listen, Gabriel wasn't great. He always had a mistake in him. He was the most nervous guy on the pitch always. But now he changed. Shaka, every single Arsenal fan wanted Shaka out of the club. Now you guys love him. So things change. Man United, same. You know what I mean? Like
Rashford.
Wan-Bissaka came, played 3 games, and I see Cass and Ty bigging him up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. And Rashford
Things
as well.
change.
Rashford
A
happened as
coach
well.
can change things, and it did. Gabriel always had a mistake. I can name games, but
he still
then now
does. He
Gabriel
still
is
does.
playing amazing. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll see when it comes to Europe comes back and just the games are gonna come quick and fast. Now it's not too bad. What they're gonna play Sunday. The last game was yesterday, so they've got a week rest. But when Europe comes back, is that's when it gets very very tight,
Yeah,
very tight.
I see a comment here. CJ says, "Will Rashford be fit? Trust me, after he ended that game, he will be fit. Like, I don't think he'll play against Palace. If he does, it'll be like for 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. I think we should rest him regardless if he was fit or, regardless of if being fully fit or not. Anyways, I think you need to get maybe might have to play him through 2 of these games, but at the moment, I think you probably might start bring him off or bring him on. Like, just give some players some rest. Casemiro and Fred on yellow cards. Like one more and they're banned for the game, so I don't even want Casemiro to play because they got some techie players in Crystal Palace. But other than that, man,
Yeah,
Arsenal.
man.
Look. I'm gonna state it. You Arsenal fans can't disagree with me. Now you're at near the mid-January. You're 8 points clear of that table. If you bottle it from now, you are the biggest bottle jobs ever. I'm sorry, but you can't be in January 8 points clear and not win the league. You can't.
No, there's 1 game left.
Yeah,
I
even
said 1 game left.
especially after that Man United game. If you beat Man United, us right,
Yeah,
you
yeah, it's
have
done.
to
That's
win.
it.
That's it. The league is done. For me, it's done anyways.
Because at that point, you mean if they lose both games to City, they're still ahead. So no
Yeah.
excuse.
Yo, Cass,
That's true.
Martin let me get this, Ed. Martin Odinson is an elite mid. If Real Madrid want a Modric replacement, I'd buy him back ASAP. Well, yeah, Odegaard. What
He,
I
he
saw,
ain't going Real
I
Madrid. He
saw what
ain't going
expression,
Real Madrid.
I see what expressions was. Can't remember what he called him again. Like he's funny, man. Honestly, but yeah,
Your
man.
expressions.
Let's move on. I believe we got to talk about Jurgen Norbert Quad because that's what his name was last season. What is it this season? Come on, man. Let's talk about Jurgen Norbert Quad. Like, should this man get sacked? That's the question I want to put out there. Should he be sacked, Mo?
I don't think so because he wasn't backed the way. Look, I don't know if it's his mistake or somebody else's fault or it is him doing the problems, but he wanted. I'm not sure if he wanted a midfielder. He needed a midfielder. He didn't get a midfielder in the summer. They didn't get a good one, and then Naby Keita now is back, and they're talking about him being fit. And I don't think Jurgen Klopp should get sacked. The problem with him, they renewed Salah's contract, right? 350K a week. And the guy is playing like a 20K a week player. Like he's absolutely atrocious. I know he scored some goals, but in the games, he disappears. He's not there. Jurgen Klopp, on the other hand, is trying to play the same formation, the same way with aging players that they are not doing the same job. I don't think they can sack him because who's in the market that is better than him? I think they need to back him this window with a midfielder. But they're saying that now all the Liverpool fans are talking about the takeover and the Qatari money and all this stuff.
Mm.
I'm not sure if from now going forward with the money? Is Jurgen Klopp the guy? I don't know, because we haven't seen Jurgen Klopp with money. We haven't.
What is that meant to be rhetorical? Or is that sarcastic or what?
No, really, we haven't. We haven't seen him with good money, like
I mean, they
with a lot
spent
of
three.
like. Listen,
I swear they spent 300 million on attackers in the last 2 seasons.
and he sold money for 50.
40. They
Who
spent
else?
money, bro. They spent
They
money.
spent
Just
You
money.
don't spend
they
as
spent
much
money,
money as
bro.
other teams.
No,
You
no.
don't spend as
They
much
should have spent more
money.
money back then, but they spent money on Nunes. They spent money on Jota. They spent
That's,
money on
I forgot about
Cody
this guy.
Gakpo. You know, like should it go on? No, not 300 million. Maybe 200 million. Sorry.
Diaz. I know
Luis
Diaz.
Diaz
Jota.
is another one.
Diaz. All forwards, they are in the wrong place. I think they should have invested in a good midfielder after Thiago, and they haven't.
It all comes down that to Ace, isn't it? It's the midfield.
Do you think it's his decision though?
I don't know. I think it's partly. It
I don't
has to
know,
be. It
but
has to
he's
be
been
part
there
of
for
the
7 years, bro. He's been there for
Yeah, and
7
he has
years.
been. Has he
You
been
have to,
successful 7 years?
yeah, but you have to have some sort of authority in your club if you've been there for 7 years.
I don't think he has. I don't think he has any authority in this club.
No, probably
I
not.
think he does.
You remember
He
Salah
should
was
though.
not his signing. You remember Mo Salah was not his signing. He didn't want Mo Salah.
But no, but he didn't want Mane either. He wanted Julian Brandt and that.
Exactly. So this guy has no authority in the club. Zilch.
I don't know, man. See Liverpool, man. That absolute shit club. I'm not joking. Long may it continue. I can't believe that I'm sitting here right now saying
They're regressing. Man.
Liverpool.
It's crazy.
Saying Liverpool are 10 points behind Man United. Like generally 10 points behind.
They're 19 points behind Arsenal, bro.
They're level on points with Chelsea at the moment, I believe. And they got the mid off. They got the mid off this week, Saturday.
Oh,
I think.
yeah. So
Or Sunday. I think it's Saturday. Look, the club is falling apart. They can moan at the FSG. I've never seen a club moan at a number 2 in Pep Linders so much in my entire life. This is what the fans are. Michael Edwards left that club. Recently, another guy, was it the director of football? Another one left the club or something like that as well. Like, things are just not going the way it should. And I all season long, I've been wondering, they got too much quality. They got to come back. I don't see it. Like, as a Man United fan, I'm going to go to Liverpool in March in Anfield. And I'm going to think, we should be getting confident. We should be getting for all 3 points here.
Yeah,
all 3 points.
Definitely.
And they're getting all the excuses. Yesterday, did you not see what Klopp's actions were like? 1, he was doing a little praying signal there like that. And 2, in the interview afterwards, he had nothing to say. He ran out of excuses. The man the pitch is too dry, it's too windy. You know, Brighton is down at the coast. It was too cold for the players. All that garbage. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't get Liverpool at the moment. I really don't. I've never seen a team cry so much for midfielders. Even like my own team, we started with McFred for like 3 years. I don't know where it gets better from here. I really don't. And I don't even think one midfielder changes it, Mo. Not one.
They need more.
No.
It's
no.
the
They
whole.
need couple.
They don't need 2.
Bro.
They think they need Jude Bellingham. They need a whole new midfield.
Bro, they need midfield and defense, bro. Their defense is shocking, fam.
No, but they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing
shocking.
in defense if the midfield can't. Did you see how many gaps were in the middle? Every time there was a cutback, somebody was on. Solly March, what the hell's going on? He's doing up Trent. He's going up back post in the first half. What is going on now? You know, Solly March dunking you.
Even that. What's his name? Miteo?
Mitoma. Oh my word.
Oh my goodness.
Nah,
he had Trent on toast.
I don't get.
Yeah,
this club.
that's another thing. Is that, listen, I to be honest with you, and I said it before, I know we point at the manager and everything, and it is on the manager. When you have 1 or 2 players not performing, it's maybe the players' fault. But when you have a whole squad not performing, absent in games, you start pointing at the coaching staff, starting with the coach. Yes, we point at a club, but he has enough in the bank to not get sacked, to wait a little. He has enough in the bank. I'm sorry, 3 Champions League finals, 1 Champions League. He won the league. He won everything that can be won. But is it time to change? I think not yet. Because you remember when when Van Dijk got injured and they fell down the table, and at the end they caught up in the last game and made top 4. If he still can catch up, which is I doubt he will be able to catch up, because Manchester United, Newcastle, City, and Arsenal are too good at the moment to drop. So for me, I don't think he will make top 4. And at that point, they start questioning him. But if they sack him now and get somebody else, I don't think they can recover. I think this is going to be a rebuilding process. I think it starts in the summer if they're going to sack him, not now.
Yeah, man. I think I've said that. It's just I don't know. Wait for the maybe there's not going to be new owners in time. There's not enough talks about it
Yeah, they're not
going
really.
on.
They don't really,
Like for to change over a whole board and everything's going to take time. They need it to be like at least 3-4 months before the actual the window itself. The
yeah,
summer
he ain't
window.
gonna get.
They're not
He
going to get
won't
in
get
time,
sacked for
man.
that.
Long may it continue though. I'm loving it. I'm loving the
Yeah, yeah, they're
meltdown.
regressing. It's alright. They can
Yeah,
stay
man.
down there.
Hey,
It's
they can
cool.
stay down there with
Love that.
Chelsea as well. Don't mind. It's absolutely fantastic, man. Give other
Love that, mate.
teams a chance. Fulham up there. They're above
Talk
you.
about
Sick.
Chelsea then.
Well, Chelsea, boy, they finally got their win. I mean, it's about time after spending about 400 million now, right? Like, it's about time they get a win.
580, 500, and I think 31 million euros.
Not even in
I think in
6
the
months.
last 2 years. No, sorry, 1 year. Starting from Lukaku's deal, it's unbelievable. But hey, it's not my money. But you gotta ask questions, right? Because you're spending the money and the results are not coming. Winning 1-0 against Palace at home, and you're like, yay, we won a game after spending all that money.
It was only 1-0.
Listen, me and Newcastle, we loved Graham Potter, and we thought this guy's gonna go places. You know what? Sometimes managers of small clubs, they don't do well at a big club. Like Moyes at Man United, same. Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool did okay. Maybe Graham Potter is not suited for Chelsea. Maybe Graham Potter is only good for a mid-table club. Because I'm not seeing what is he trying to do on the pitch. I don't see what, like, you know what I mean? Like you watch a team and you think, yeah, the coach wants to
I
do
don't want
this,
to
but the
judge. I don't.
players
I don't think we can judge him.
are not good.
I don't think we
I
can
don't
judge him.
think.
I don't think we can judge him at the moment.
I don't. For
But you
me, I
want to
don't
see?
even.
Listen, Ten Hag. Why we are judging Ten
Because
Hag?
because
Ten,
Ten Hag, because
yes,
I get it, but I think their recruitment, because they got new owners. Chelsea's recruitment's all over the pitch in the summer. They weren't even too cool signings, like some of them. Like they were just the board thinking
None
they
of
can
these
splash
are
some cash.
even.
They're not even Graham
they're
Potter's
not-
signings. Graham Potter's just got
Yeah.
in. He's just got. They're gonna have a front three this season, yeah, of the new boy Mudryk. They're gonna have Sterling on the other wing, and then gonna have João Felix. That's a completely new front three. It's not excusing that midfield, but he's got something decent out of that midfield in Kovacic, keeping him fit, and Zakaria in a DM role, and maybe they're gonna play Mount as the free. I like to think so. I don't think we can judge Potter yet, and I think there's
I
a
don't get
it's
it.
gonna in that cauldron,
I
you
don't
know,
know,
in that
man.
cauldron in the Harry Potter world over there, man. You know, Todd Voldemort and the Chamber of Stinkers. Like something's gonna go right at some point, and when he needs to get his signings in. It's
I
unfair
don't
to
know.
judge
No,
a
no. Let
man.
me ask Ace
But you
this.
know what?
Ace.
What
Before, I'm
manager
gonna
gets the
ask a
best out of his
question. Ace.
players?
Ace. Does every coach now need to get a new 11 players to be judged? Is that how football works at the moment?
But that club is that
Because we haven't got a new 11. We've got this. Basically, the only in the game against Man City, the only players that was new was who? Malacia,
One, two
Casemiro,
players, Malacia and Casemiro.
and Eriksen. That's it. 3 players.
Anthony.
That's it. Imagine that.
Anthony came on, bro. He didn't start the game.
Yeah, I get that, but I
You
think
know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
like,
Chelsea. I think
but even
Chelsea's squad's
but
been
the
on
thing is,
decline for a minute.
but listen though, we Ten Hag lost the first 2 games and everyone was questioning him.
Yeah.
Everyone
Yes.
thought,
Thank
"Rah,
you,
this
Ace.
ain't the Du-"
Thank you, Ace.
Everyone said this ain't the Dutch league.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
Graham Potter
had
has
talks-
experience in the Premier League.
You had Talksport talking about his suit's too small and all this stuff, and he looks like the suit don't fit him and shit like that.
I'm not buying
Bro,
this, guys. I know
bro,
you
we
love
have
Graham
to-
Potter, but
and the
you
thing
gotta be
is,
subjective.
And look, people said, Graham Potter, look what he's doing at Brighton. But look what Brighton's doing without him.
Yeah. Maybe it is. the
Yeah,
case.
it looks like
Look
someone
what-
said
look what
that.
Bright- look what
Someone said
Brighton's
that.
doing
Someone
without
said
him, bro.
it's not that he was doing good at Brighton. Probably he was holding them back.
Oh my god.
Well, no, I gotta give them credit for the
Obviously, you gotta give
development
him
of these
credit,
players.
but
Look at
at
a
the same
player like a
time,
Dan Burn. Yeah, but look at
obviously
players like Dan Burn.
obviously you got to give Potter credit.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
with me, I didn't like. There was obviously a lot of my boys were saying, "Oh yeah, Graham Potter should take England job and all this and all that." I'm like, just
Yeah.
relax. Like
I'm taking my
He
England.
might
he's
absolutely
he's
England
alright,
job
but
more
he's-
than Chelsea. There is more pressure at Chelsea in a club
Yeah,
level as a club like Chelsea than England job.
Exactly. So for me, I was like, yeah, he could obviously do it, but I don't see him as a great manager. I just see him as a good manager. I don't see him great. Like I said, he wasn't great. I said when he goes Chelsea, he's gonna flop.
Maybe
He thought
that.
they're gonna do Eddie Howe.
Maybe that
he's
is
gonna
the
be
case.
Eddie Howe.
Maybe that is the case. I'm gonna move on to now talk about Newcastle. Yeah, like, look, we could talk quickly about Nottingham Forest. Their win. They're up the table now. Leicester falling down the table yet again. All of that stuff. But Newcastle, man, see that Mitrovic stuff? That's pissed me off. honestly.
And
88th minute winner as well. They're the sort of wins that you need, but these sort of wins that are happening for Newcastle, look, we're going to put them in the same bracket as the top 6 right now. So we're going to talk to them like they're top 6. Not that they're doing well, doing all this stuff. Look, you're in there, bro. So now it comes the pressure. It's not like their performances have been anything great in the last few games. Tell me I'm wrong, Mo. Tell me I'm wrong, Ace. Somebody has to say it.
Let me tell you something.
it
Let me
hasn't,
tell you
bro. It
something.
They
hasn't.
Let me tell you
overachieved.
something. Let me tell you something.
It is hard to beat.
Whoa,
It's hard to beat right now.
Calm down.
No. It's just that. Let me tell you. What is one thing? You win when you're not looking great. In some games, that's a form of someone that is willing to work hard and want to get points and want to challenge. That's what they're doing. The squad, looking at it, Fabian Schär and Botman, best defense in the league. Dan Burn, great at the left back. Trippier, I know you're not a big fan, but he has been absolutely a leader. Remove Longstaff from this team. Put somebody else. They're a top team. Almiron playing very, very good. And Eddie Howe is getting everything. Listen, they controlled the game against Fulham. Yes, Fulham got look at the XG, look at the chances, look at the amount. They could have had three
I watched the
clear
game
goals.
yesterday.
I know you did. I know you did.
I watched
I
the
know you
game
did.
yesterday, but
And I know you don't like Newcastle. And I know you don't
it's
want
not
to
like I
admit
don't
it,
like
but
them. I
they're
just
doing
think they're
great.
being so overrated.
They're only being overrated because they've obviously got those owners. That's all it is. So they're
Yeah,
just
maybe.
pushing.
How are you guys
pushing
saying that? Yeah,
That's all it is.
facts
They're
say
pushing.
otherwise.
They're pushing the Newcastle agenda because obviously they've
No,
got those
because
owners. That's all it is.
I've just got to say, like, it is a little bit.
You
It's
see,
a little.
Ace, you
It's a little
think
bit
they're
of.
overrated as well?
It's a little bit of pettiness. But I'm just going off the performances. Look, they done well to keep out Arsenal at Emirates, right? But they didn't score against Leeds, right? So we're gonna remember that's 2 draws, and against Leeds they probably should have won that game as well. Then they lost against Sheffield Wednesday. Then they beat Leicester City, which they should do at home, even in
They lost against
in the
Sheffield.
Europa
You
League.
know what?
And
You know
then they
what's
just
crazy?
scraped. And I'm not being funny. They just scraped it past Fulham 1-0. Other than the first half, I mean, they did hit on a free kick, and I think Callum Wilson could have buried one. But it's not like Fulham didn't play some ball around them either. It's just that they just didn't get on the end of a couple things.
You know what's crazy? You see
It's
that
the same way.
Sheffield Wednesday game? I thought it was like an old game. I was thinking, wait, is this an old game? Then I saw like Trippier. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like they got knocked out. What the? I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way.
But right now, I just think, for me, it's like the top 4 now. It's like slightly starting to unravel itself that little by little. And after Tottenham probably will lose at the Etihad, it's like I think Newcastle probably going to go on to win the next game. Man United probably win at Palace. Arsenal probably not win the next game. That would not really matter against Man United after that. Do you know what I mean? Then Man City's got Wolves on the weekend. I don't know. Tottenham's got to go to Fulham away, by the way. You know, I think they might
want
get
to
draw.
tell me,
But what I'm trying to
Cass,
say
we
is, why
talked about
everyone
it.
else is so
Go
further
ahead.
down the table, it's like everyone's gonna. It might start seeing this top 4 start running away, and I think Mo, you might be right all along. Where Newcastle are literally on part, like literally
Listen,
on
they
straight
got
on
3
course.
games, very, very winnable 3 games. Crystal
Mm.
Palace, West Ham, and Bournemouth. You want to tell me that if they win these 3 games and they get 9 points out of these games, they are really, I'm not going to say title race. We're going to talk about the title race when Europe comes. Because the only team, because now they're out of the cup and they're going to finish the Southampton games in the next week. You know what I mean? Like in the next 2 weeks, they're going to finish the Southampton game. So they only have 1 game if they win these 2 games against Man United or Nottingham Forest in the final. But they only have the league to focus on, my friend. They only have the league. You have Europe. Arsenal have Europe. I'm not saying they're going to win the title, but I think they will come close to the top 4 being more running away, as you say. I think therefore, if they win the next 3 games, I can question them. I can't. I'm gonna raise my hand and say, yes, you are there. You're there.
Yeah, maybe. It's just, look, when I say they're overrated, I'm not saying that they're doing good. Like, if performance speaks for themselves, but it's the way.
They're overachieving, guys. They're not overrated. They're overachieving.
No, I think they are. No, the way they get spoken up by the media and everything, I just think they are so. That's where I'm talking. Like, now you're just overrating the thing.
Did you talk about Man City the same in 2008 and 2009?
But I wouldn't say.
I don't know. I was a kid.
Overachieving though.
Yeah, they are overachieving at the moment. Of course they are. But
of course they are.
But I'm saying that I just think the way people go on about them, it makes me think to myself, no, bro, you're overrating them. They're doing very, very good. Records speak for itself. Facts speak for itself at the moment. But don't overrate it to the point where some people are thinking they're going to finish second now. Do you get what I mean? That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm listening to. That's what Mo's been doing. I'm not trying to hear that shit. And I get it. They can focus on
You
one
don't
thing
want to
at a
believe
time.
it.
They don't get.
Listen,
It's great. They
finish
can
second
focus on
with
one
Joe
thing at a
Linton.
time. But there's a lot of games to still be played, and they still got
A
to go
second
to.
with
And you know what the
Almiron. A
maddest
second
thing
with
is?
Fabian
They
Schär.
still got the whole of the top 6 to still play. All of it. No one wants to talk
But
about that
man,
though.
they played all of them.
No, they got to play them all again.
Yeah, but they played all of them and they lost the cheaters
I
Liverpool
know.
against them in the 98th minute in a
Hey,
95
let's not
game.
talk. Let's
And they
not
should
talk
have
about
lost
You
that.
know
against
that.
us as well. They should have lost against us at Old Trafford.
Yeah, they should have lost against us.
They
That
didn't
pissed me
lose.
off. I
They
can't
They didn't
believe
lose
that.
against
No one's
us. No, they
talking
didn't lose
about that
against.
though. No one's talking about them decisions there though. Absolutely.
Yeah,
That's where
exactly.
Trippier really did commit a foul, but didn't get called for it. I couldn't believe it. But that penalty yesterday wasn't a penalty. They didn't deserve that. Newcastle didn't deserve that yesterday. And
That ball don't lie.
yeah,
Ball don't lie.
I don't know. I don't know where it is. But guys, make sure. Wait, what? Make sure you're smashing the like button.
Like,
Make sure you smash all the likes. Just quickly take some time out. Nearly on 150, on 124 at the moment. So please get that up as much as possible. Pause before that swing so you can clip me and do whatever he wants to do. I'm a little bit salty. Yeah, no, Charlie, you're right. I'm a little bit salty about Newcastle. I ain't gonna deny it though. Like I'm not an Arsenal fan who's gonna be in denial about getting rejected twice, not by João Felix, but also Mudryk. You can't blame Mudryk.
Rafina.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about recently though. You know what I mean? Of recent, like João Felix rejected us as well. He rejected us as well. But look,
We're back
man.
to talk
No,
about
I
Chelsea
don't
again.
even think they reject. I don't think he rejects us.
I don't even know where we even go on from here, Mo. To be
We
fair,
weren't
to talk.
spending that.
I
We
think
weren't
I
spending
think the
that.
result. I think it's done
Couple
and
of more
dusted.
things, and then before we finish, I think we have like 5 minutes left to something or less. Mr. Frank Lampard should get sacked, and David Moyes should get sacked, and Brendan Rodgers should get sacked. It's as simple as that. Listen,
You know what's crazy?
Leicester
Like,
has been absolutely atrocious. Everton has been terrible. I know they played an okay game, but to lose at home to Southampton is unforgivable, right? Like you just can't forgive that. And players being called out on the streets. Anthony Gordon, Yari Mina, people are
owners
stopping
can't visit the
Everton
stadium.
players on streets. They're not happy, and I think they shouldn't be happy with the manager more than the players.
Should never even hire him in the first place. Not whatsoever. I don't get it. I don't get
Even
why
the
we.
owners.
Yeah, but they want the owners out.
Yeah, the owners didn't even turn up to the game.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
the buyers
man,
not
it's
to.
just they really,
That's
as they knew they're
crazy.
gonna lose, as
Yeah,
they
knew,
knew
man.
they're gonna lose.
Yeah, that's a
knew, man.
fact.
And also on the other one, what about Moyes? Is he out of it's done? His time is done.
I
at
would
West
be.
Ham?
I'd be.
His time player.
Apparently,
They
he's got.
spent
I don't know why.
100 something
I
million.
don't know why they're giving him one more game. I'll be like, no, sack him now.
Yeah, but you know
Moyes-
what's the next game? Do you know what's the next game? It's Everton. West Ham play Everton the next game.
Oh my god, it's gonna be
Ooh.
Man United all over again. You know when
But
Man
the thing
United
is-
when Man United lost to Everton back then, that was his last game. Got sacked. He's literally living it 10 years later now. Can you believe it?
Oh, imagine.
A decade later, near enough, and you're getting sacked at the same basis of you losing to your old club. I bet David Moyes ends up managing Everton after Frank Lampard. He'll go back.
I think so.
He'll
too.
go back. So yeah, man.
Probably will, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy though. That's crazy. Like to see West Ham, and Leicester. No, I mean I want to say Leicester, but West Ham after the season that they had last season. Doesn't
that
make any
squad's
sense,
too.
man.
That squad's
Unless
too
they
good.
lost 4 in a row,
Doesn't
Ace.
make any sense. Yeah,
Unless
you know what's
lost
crazy?
4 in a row.
Yeah, they. To be honest, like before the World Cup break, they was coming back. I thought, oh, okay, they're obviously coming back. Then when obviously Premier resumed, lost every single game since. I think.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
I think the only team in that bottom quarter of the table from the 15th to the 20th that might be a little bit on the upward trajectory is Wolves with Lopetegui. That's the only team, right?
That was a big win for them.
might
Yeah.
escape. Bournemouth lost 4. I think Leicester not winning. Everton, Southampton maybe after that last win, but they're bottom of the table. But
It don't make sense.
the
That the
games,
bottom of the
they
league
don't look
make
great,
sense.
Ace. The problem is, the teams don't look great.
Yeah,
Like they
don't,
look
man.
out. They look like a championship level teams. All of them.
They do.
Yeah, they're
I
bad.
need to see the table again, though, man. Like the bottom half.
Yeah,
Oh, it don't make sense.
it's
It's
not looking.
close. It's close. It's close.
It's not looking good, man. But I think we're gonna
But
wrap
it's
up there.
close though.
Gonna wrap
One win for a lot of people.
wrap
Yeah,
up
it's
there,
good.
man. I think until obviously next week Monday. You know,
Mm-hmm.
anyone else got anything else to add, Mo, before we wrap it up?
No, I'm waiting for Spurs to lose to City and Conte get sacked. Because I
Ooh,
Oh,
think
so
they're
you
gonna
want
dis-
Conte
I
to
think they're
just
gonna dis- I think they're gonna destroy them on Thursday. I think they're gonna destroy them
Yeah,
on
I think they
Thursday.
are, man.
they need a few
You know
goals.
what? You see, when City obviously lose a game, they just I don't know what it is. They just see red into the next game.
Well,
But
they've lost 2 in a row
lucky
now.
enough, they didn't. Yeah, lucky enough, they didn't say. To be honest, I knew we was gonna get something from the game because they kept raving on and say, "Oh, City haven't lost 2 games in a row since like 2017 or something like that." So I was like, you know what? Because they keep saying that, something's gonna happen to City now.
Mm,
And
mm.
look, it happened.
But yeah, man, I big up you guys. Big up obviously Ace for coming on and jumping on with us.
Big up, bro. Big
We'll
up,
be
big
we'll be
up
back.
every time.
We'll be back tomorrow, but tonight myself and Daps gonna be on Big Six Bands with Troopz. From aftv, if you don't know who Troopz is. So that'll be on tonight at 8. There's Big Six as well. So there's lots going on. And yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow. I personally don't think I am. I'm not too sure. I need a break. So
We see
yeah,
streaming all week.
yeah, man. Yeah, it is
Gotta
what
get
it
it working,
is.
bro.
And then
Gotta
we
get
got
in, man.
we got a preview as well, obviously on the Man City for
Yeah.
on Wednesday with Irish Hotspur. We got Mo's gonna be hosting it. Is it gonna be neutral probably with Daps, Huey, and obviously Sean. So yeah, watch out for them ones, man. Make sure you put the notification bells on, guys. All 150 of you in. If you got your accounts, just put the notification bell on because then it will alert you when we're going live. So that would be nice if you guys can do that. So yeah, man. Fuck Liverpool, fuck Chelsea, and fuck the rest of the crew. Big up Man United
Fuck.
always, man. And you know what?
Every time.
Props to Arsenal though. Props to Arsenal. I can't really f you lot, but props to you lot, man. I can't hate from too far. That's all. That's all I can really say, man. But yeah, in a bit, and see you guys tomorrow.